Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video using my homemade kit. If you guys have not seen my flip through for that, it's a couple videos back and you guys can see exactly what I put in my homemade kit and why I put it in there. So I am going to be using Felicity Jane stuff for this layout. This is the first time that I've ever used any Felicity Jane papers, cards, or anything like that. And so I was super excited and I really love the way that this layout turned out. So first I'm going to take a little glassine bag and I'm going to make it smaller so it's not too big for the tag. And I just do that by folding it over and putting some adhesive behind it. I like to do this for hiding your journaling. Excuse me. I am going to do a grid layout because I really wanted to use two photos and I wanted to use the cards. And I really love doing a grid layout when I use like Project Life cards or these little cards. And I've done this before. It's no new design technique or anything. It's something that I've done before, but I really like the way that it looks. I like the way that it turns out, and I like using some of the cards. So these pictures are of my daughter when she was a flower girl for the first time, which was our friend's wedding, and it was a little over a year ago, and she just looks so cute. So I took one photo of her just standing there right before the wedding, and then one at the reception. She was sitting beside me and she had her back turned to me. She was watching people dance and her hair was curly, and I had curled it and pulled it back in a pretty black bow to match her dress, and I just like the picture. So it's just super cute. Oh, she's so adorable. I love her so much. So I wanted to use these nice soft pinks and with the blacks and the grays because the wedding was black and white. And her dress, it was black, white, and I think red. But there's not really any red in these pictures. And she's wearing a black and white dress with a black bow. And I just thought it just looked elegant. For some reason, when I think of Felicity Jane, I just think elegant. That's just, I don't know. It's just so pretty looking. So I am going to pop up the cards that have the photos on. I'm going to put foam tape on them. I also always do that for some reason. I don't know. That's just something that I like to do. Just to make the pictures stand out a little more so they're just not flat on the page. And I layered cards and paper behind each card. The one says love days like this, and then it has an arrow pointing to the picture. And then the heart is just the card with the heart, and then the other ones just have that peachy pink behind them or in them. And then I used white cards behind the pink cards. So I like the cohesiveness of it. So if you look at the diagonals, because you guys know I like diagonals. So behind the left top card has that pretty floral with the like dark gray or almost black kind of look. And then the bottom right, which is diagonal from that, has that same paper. So those are cohesive. And then the other ones have pink or that peachy color and then the white behind them. So I like to make things cohesive in diagonals. That's just me. That's what I do. So I am taking the Haiti Swap Color Shine in Coral, and I put this in my kit, and I'm so glad I did because it's beautiful and it goes perfect with these Felicity Jane papers. I believe that this is the Kate collection, or most of it is. And as you can see, I did the diagonal. So what I did to the top left-hand side, I did to the bottom right-hand side. So it flows, and it just looks good to me. It's eye-pleasing to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these down. Now, I did back this white piece of paper, not white, excuse me, the pink, like the light pink, the background paper, I did off camera back it on a piece of white cardstock, just because I knew that I wanted to do that mist, the smushing technique with packaging, and I did not feel like using gesso, so I knew that it was going to warp a little bit, so I did put it on a piece of white cardstock just to give it a little more sturdiness, if that's even a word. I'm not sure. So now I am pulling out like the little ephemera bits from this collection, and I am going to pull out and use some of the little like labels, some of the hearts, and a floral piece. This is just, like I said, it's just elegant. It reminds me of a wedding. It just, elegance. I don't know. It's the word that comes to mind every single time I think of Felicity Jane. It's so pretty. So I'm going to use these two little labels. I kind of stapled them together and then put them on pop dots, foam tape. And then I'm going to use the little remember, and I'm going to use some hearts. And I'm going to use this piece, and I'm going to cut it down so I can use it again as a diagonal. So what I do to the top left, I do to the bottom right. That's just how I roll. That's how I do things. So I'm going to put that down there, and then I'm going to put that one up at the top left, and I'm going to do a couple little clusters, and they're going to match because that's what I do. And I want to use this little floral piece behind this photo right here. I wish that it was just a little bit bigger. There was a really big one, and then there was a really small one. I wish that there would have been like a medium-sized one. But it's all good. It works. And then I'm going to use that little like pinkish peach heart, coral heart, and then the black with the white polka dot one. So as you can see, it's cohesive diagonally. What I do to this side, I do to the other side, diagonal from it. That's just what I do. And I was thinking about using these little banners, and it just didn't look right to me. So I'm going to end up using a piece of this white with gold stripe. It looks like a pinstripe. And then I cut it, and I'm going to use it on the bottom as well. Do you guys see like a pattern? I see a pattern. And now I'm going to pull out the epoxy hearts from Felicity Jane, and they're so pretty. When I look at them, I thought they look like enamel, but they're not. They're epoxy, and they're like thin, and they're perfect. I love them so much. So I'm going to use quite a few of these because they're so pretty. And I just wanted to bring them in. So as you can see, what I do there, I do to the diagonal of it. And I love the way that this turned out. Now I'm going to pull out some sequins, and these came in my guest design package for the Ink Road stamps. And I'm going to pull out some black and white twine to put on that tag so you know you can pull it out. And then I'm going to do my journaling on that tag off camera, and I'm going to glue the sequins down off camera as well, I believe. So after I actually recorded this, I said, you know what? Here's this stamp that I put in my kit. I really want to use it. So I sent a picture to Lisa and said, what do you think? Do you think this looks right? And she said, yes, do it. So I used the Concord and Ninth Lovely stamp set, and it says Lovely, and it has flowers on it. That will be in the pictures at the end of this video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and do not forget to hit that red subscribe button so you guys don't miss any upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.